Hello everyone, thank you for joining us. So our company is called Pacific Kitchens, and we will be discussing our international expansion. Quick introduction to our team. My name is Brendan O'Brien. I'm joined with Will O'Mara, Michael Cromie, Jordan Goss, and Jonathan Mirian.
What do we sell? Our company sells furniture for dining rooms and kitchens. As you can see, we have a list of all the products that we sell to our customer base. What is the market? The market for furniture in Australia is one that continues to grow. The number of households in Australia is expected to grow by almost 1,000 homes from 2017 to the year 2022. By 2022, the Australian furniture market is expected to reach 14 billion Australian dollars. Here's a graphic showing that growth by Ken Research. What does it take to manufacture our kitchen products? We employ a modular sales model which allows us to build an inventory of furniture while still giving our customers as many options as possible. Like 96% of the Australian furniture industry, we're a small manufacturer with 20 employees between our office, factory, and warehouse.
Upon researching potential expansions for Pacific Kitchens, we narrowed our options to countries that would share the same conditions regarding sustainable development goals. Countries were narrowed down to Venezuela, Croatia, Mozambique, or Jamaica. Out of these options, we are happy to propose our potential future in Croatia. So, an overview of this country. Croatia lies between northern and central Europe with a population of 4.13 million, holding roughly 790,000 in Zagreb. It is the country's largest city and capital. Half of Croatians speak English as a second language. The average annual household income is equivalent to roughly 7,360 Australian dollars. The education system in Croatia consists of 8 mandatory years of free public school. After this is secondary education, which is not mandatory. However, many political parties are advocating that it should be compulsory. Taxation in Croatia is a standard progressive tax in 3 brackets, 40% at the top, 25% in the middle, and 12% at the bottom. While we've experienced tremendous success in Australia, our team has been researching an exceptional location abroad. So, in the 90s, Croatia transitioned from a socialist society to a market economy similar to what we are familiar with in Australia. After the transition has been a strong increase in social and economic opportunity. Recently, the Croatian government announced 3 goals to improve economic competitiveness, to enhance education relating to labor market needs, and to sustain public finances. Along this has been steady GDP growth for the past 5 years, with an all-time high this past January. An important aspect we've researched heavily in Croatia regards the country's business culture. In doing so, we've used a Hofstede analysis to properly research it. For power distance, Australia scores low, meaning that hierarchy is established for convenience, whereas in Croatia, people accept hierarchy and everybody has a place. The next category, individualism. Australia's high score describes it as a loose-knit society in which people's priorities are themselves and their immediate families. Croatia is collectivist, in which the society fosters strong relationships where everyone takes responsibility for fellow members of their group. The third category is masculinity. Australia is very masculine, in which people strive to be their best, whereas in Croatia, people work in order to live. The last 3 show that Australians are not over-concerned with understanding future situations, while Croatians are very threatened by this. Croatian culture is also very pragmatic in finding absolute truth, whereas Australians respect culture and tradition. For indulgence, Croatians are heavily restrained, meaning that they may not engage themselves in much leisure time. While we may see that there are many adjustments to be made while operating in Croatia, the potential benefits exceed these things. Pacific Kitchens wishes to expand internationally to diversify our cash flow, which avoids the entire reliance on the Australian market. The expansion to Croatia seems to provide the highest return on investment through the many opportunities that will be provided. The study listed below demonstrates that 21.27% of Croatian people surveyed that they are most likely to invest in kitchen and dining room over other household investments. This demonstrates that Pacific Kitchens has the potential to enter this market as the demand for modern kitchen and dining furniture is very present. The strategic value this expansion will bring is through entering the Croatian market. In doing this, we are indirectly entering the European market, as the country is a part of the European Union. Therefore, it will be easier for us to enter different European markets, as we will have an established presence in the Union. Like Australia, the Croatian kitchen and dining furniture style is modern, minimalist, and open design. Therefore, this impacts profit-making abilities of the business, as not many changes must be made during production, which keep costs low. Additionally, the company can easily enter the EU market, as transportation costs will be low and the countries are geographically nearby. To enter this new market, we will have to use an equity joint venture to enter the new market, as it can provide many opportunities from local perspectives while maintaining control over the company. This is an agreement between two or more partners from different countries that control a single business, which requires the partners to become financially invested. This will allow us to share firm-specific knowledge relating to market conditions or new technology. This operational structure allows Pacific Kitchens to gain insightful knowledge on the local market through our partners, which benefits the entire organization. The relationship Pacific Kitchens and our management will have to the new entity will be minimal, and the cultural difference is obviously significant. As Australia is a low-context culture, Croatia is a high-context culture. Therefore, the day-to-day operations will be left to Croatian business, as they already have knowledge of the market, consumer behavior, and expectations, whereas the product line will be provided by Pacific Kitchens here in Australia. Therefore, we will have a few Australian managers looking over the Croatian operations to ensure they follow guidelines and fulfill our objectives. This type of relationship will allow the joint venture to thrive efficiently. The expansion to Croatia will not affect our Australian production, and the quality of our products will remain the same for both countries. Additionally, we will continue to fulfill all shareholder objectives through combining economic, political, quality, and administrative imperative approaches at both Australian and Croatian businesses. Our firm remains dedicated to fulfilling our aims and objectives during any expansion, including fulfilling SDG 4, ensuring inclusive and equality education for all, SDG 5, achieving gender equality, and SG 8, providing decent work and economic growth. In order to keep attaining these while entering the Croatian market and complying with local laws and regulations, it is important that we find reliable Croatian partners with a deep knowledge and understanding of laws that are able to produce the equipment following ours and European Union's occupational safety and health regulations. We should also provide education and training to show our know-how acquired in Australia to train a competent and capable workforce while achieving gender equality by having a particular focus on encouraging and empowering women by providing dedicated training and education offerings. Expanding to the Croatian market will involve substantial costs. While we are not planning to create a wholly owned subsidiary, there will be large investments needed in the establishment of a joint venture. Investments will also be needed in marketing and advertising, as we need to get better known and gain brand recognition in the new market. While there is no doubt that the cost of expanding will be high, we believe that these costs will be offset by the benefits of this expansion by accessing this new market with lower costs of labor and production in a European Union country, which can help us in the future. We also expect HR challenges related to our expansion. There's a lot of space between Zagreb and our headquarters in Darwin. Therefore, we expect time, language, and cultural differences that may pose some challenges when working together to achieve our common goals. A team of Australian experts will work in Croatia to help smoothen those challenges and oversee operations there. Kitchen's overall goal regarding the future for international expansion is to attack the global market. Advancement in our business practices will create an environment where the firm can substantially grow into an international firm. Financial portfolio development will create suitable capital to ensure the overseas venture has sufficient financial contingency to move forward, expand the firm, expand expectations through exploitations of our company's core competencies to maximize our efforts in a new and global market. It is key that our business maintains its corporate beliefs. Stability throughout the company is important to safeguarding a local firm gone global. As the firm's acting directors, we expect in-depth involvement from both current and future investors. Acknowledging the contributions that current investors have made towards our business, continuous financial support from our investors will allow us to implement new strategies throughout the entire expansion. Acquiring large capital will create a business atmosphere whereby the firm can confidently make real-time implementations that will assist the firm in the long run. Communication between the business and current investors is key for success for the global expansion, as creating an equal field of knowledge throughout the firm will, in turn, reduce any confusions, expense worries, or risk-inducing business movements. Future investors, much like the current investors, must be aware of our full intentions overseas. Critical knowledge of the company's products, core competencies, resourcing, and overall business structure will assist in building a homogeneous platform for all shareholders and stakeholders alike within the firm. Overall, our mission is to take the firm global. Croatia has been identified to be the vessel in which to achieve this. Both current and future investors will be an affecting factor that will assist in the potential success of the firm with Insure Abroad. Thank you very much for your time.